88.1 WHBR. This is a rerun Detroit boxing show. I'm your host, Mr. Layback Corey. I always forget that every week, excuse me. I got my beautiful co-host in.
What's up, guys?
She's back with us. Yeah, she's been gone for too long. And my other co-host, B-Boy, he's at home resting. But we got a special guest in today, man. We got a special guest on. He used to train me back, when I first started. I was like 20, 21. Yeah. But he trained a lot of good fighters, man. I look up to him as one of the role models. He's been around me for years. I've been knowing him for years. His grandson, his son, Warren, as I look up to as a brother. My man, Wallace Cross, what's up, man?
All right, how you doing, Curry?
What's going on, Wally? You all right?
Oh yeah, appreciate you having me here today too.
Oh yeah, we know we gotta have the perfectionist in today. So, Star, how you been?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just keeping busy, all the films are coming out. It's film season, so.
Yeah, we've been missing you. We ain't been seeing you.
I miss you guys too, man.
88.1 been missing you. So, Wally, what's going on, man? Tell us something.
Well, nothing. Right now we just getting ready for the gloves.
Okay. That's in April, right?
It'll be in April, right?
Oh, it's around the same time as the NFL draft.
Yeah. Right.
Oh wow,
that's same time. I'm not sure the exact date of the NFL draft, but I know both of them is next month, though.
So, did you get drafted, Wally?
And I'm hoping the Lions get somebody in that draft. Yeah.
Man, who you want to get drafted to? Yeah.
Who do I want to get drafted to?
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could get drafted to the Hall of Fame. Or be able to get champions there to get me there,
Wally, you got to go to the NFL Combine football.
I hear you, bro.
You're moving too fast, ain't you?
All
right.
right.
You go being slick.
All right, bro. I hear you.
The calling number is 313-868-0331. Again, the calling number is 313-868-0331. And the website is www.fm88.1whbr.com. Again, it's www.fm881whbr.com. This is the rerun Detroit Boxing Show. We got special guests in. One of the good trainers, trainers from Detroit, Michigan, Wallace, Wally Cross.
Right.
So, Wally, when you got in boxing, you started training at Cannon, right?
No, originally I started at Considine.
Okay.
How I even got in the game, me and this girl, we had broke up. I had free time, so I ended up going there. But I had my son's cousin. His uncle had always been trying to get me to come into boxing, but I was deep into martial arts at the time, But then once I got out of martial arts, when we broke up, I had free time, so then I started.
Why did you break up? Did you karate chop her dad? What you do? Why did y'all break up?
No, it wasn't nothing I did, bro.
Yeah, okay. That's what they all say.
No.
So you went to gym to let off that steam.
And because I had free time.
It became productive. That's
right.
What's up.
Then this trainer there, he told me that he wanted me to start helping him train. I asked him what you want to do. Should I go to the library and get some books or what? He said, no. I said, you just keep coming, you'll learn. And here I'm 40 years, later. Still doing it, right?
So you came up under Mr. Synagogue, right?
No, I come up under Lawrence Taylor, Peanut.
Peanut?
Yeah, I knew Synagogue in there, but I used to help them work.
Say Peanut, huh? I wonder who that guy is.
Everybody knows Peanut.
Yeah, everybody knows Peanut. A.K.A. the big freak. We're going to leave that alone, though. Nah, that's my guy, Lawrence. That's my guy, Lawrence Taylor. You know what? I'm glad I came back when I was... Came out gym. I was 20. I was training with Monty.
Right.
But I'm glad, man. It was y'all invited me to y'all gym with open arms, but I had to go through BAM first.
Right.
BAM, BAM was cool, man.
Yeah.
BAM was getting on me, but
yeah, it was
out of love. But Lasky is the place, man. I love Lasky. No matter how long I've been gone. I met your grandson, that new son, Kenwan Sistrom.
Right.
Remember what I just said, y'all, Kenwan Sistrom.
Right.
I met him when he was 12 years old, and oh my God, wasn't he the worst kid to be around at the time? Wasn't he the worst kid to be around town? He like a really serious little brother to me. Like,
yeah, right.
I call it H-E-double-L in a positive way. Yeah, if you listen to Kenwan, I will be collecting my $5 from you. Either I get it from you or your kids. Which one? I will be collecting my $5 myself. But no, seriously, it's a blessing being our last. But y'all started at Considine.
We started at Considine.
Right. That was upstairs, right?
Upstairs. That was the real home there.
Yeah, y'all had a pool.
Yeah,
all that Considine.
When we was training part of our training regiment, we would have the fighters to go and start, swimming some laps too,
Right, but you went with Team Cannon at one point, right?
Yeah, well, when Peanut had got out of, one while he had got out of boxing, he was trying to prepare his, trying to get his marriage, right. And so what happened, I started going to Cannon Recreation at the time. I had two fighters, three of them, Cornelius Locke, James Cutchman, Kevin Curry. So we were going there. Eventually, when Team Cannon had these fighters turn pro, Rydell Booker, Ruben Williams, Leo Nolan, and Tommy Rowson, then I started working as a cut man for Team Cannon. We used to do a lot of traveling with them, in one while, yeah.
Now you said Rydell Booker, correct?
Rydell Booker, yeah.
Oh my, how was that?
Rydell Booker, bro, I'll tell you. Back in the day, he was all right. Me and him, we joke a lot now, Me and Rydell, even when we used to be out of town, we always joking, going back and forth,
Got some out of town stories.
Yeah, like we used to fight, travel out there. He was fighting in California, and I think once we were there, and now one thing that the cameramen, they used to be there before you enter to the ring. They watch the fighters warm up, and then me and Rydell was going back for joking. And I know the cameraman said this is the most relaxed fight I ever seen in my life. Because instead of him focusing on the fight or showing nervousness, and he was always going, because he gonna throw something, I'm gonna come right back at him,
Yeah.
He throws something, I'm gonna come right back, That's how it was.
Yeah, but well, everybody really, for the people that's out there listening to this radio show, everybody really love Wally. Wally's very approachable. He's like a father figure to a lot, so he does a lot. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't believe in. Wally believe in taking the worst kid in the gym and turning him to salt to sugar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he's all about correction. He takes his time. That's what he was focused on with me. But see, the one thing he did that I love that he do right now is he ain't never give me no pad work. I like that.
What's that?
Well, when he hit the pads, boxing the pads, he never did that with me. He had me shadow box on the floor, and I liked it that better.
Oh, okay.
Because he was able to structure. I don't like doing a lot of pad. He got me out of that. Like when I was pad, I'm like, man, I don't want to do no pad work, man. I just that because he didn't show me that way. He showed me on the floor.
See, the one thing about the pad work, you're holding the pads and the fighters hitting it, but when they get in the ring, you don't never see them doing none of the combinations that they're doing. A lot of fighters, for some reason, they just like hitting on your hands.
Okay.
They like hitting on your hands. I don't know why. The bag, they can do it just as good on the bag, and that bag will take everything they throw, but they like to hit your hands,
So shadow work, you could see like the formation.
Right.
Okay.
And then another thing about it, we correct everything. That's one thing we know for. We corrects everything. I'm telling you, the fighter when they step. See, a lot of people know your feet supposed to be a certain width apart. When your hands, you're supposed to bring your hands back up. When you step with your jab, it's just when you punch, you call what you call the pivot. You're supposed to turn with it, but then you bring it in. I tell the fighter to bring your hands back faster than you throw them out. Because anytime you punch, you open.
Yeah.
If I shoot a jab, I'm open here and there. So that's why I want to shoot it fast.
Yeah.
See that? If I shoot it slow, then you can get counted.
Keep
worst
it
thing, Worst thing fighter can do when they get hit with a punch that you don't see coming. And I see a lot of times that happen. They comfortable because they thinking they're hitting the guy, then all of a sudden bang, then they out. Yeah. So we always talking about it's so important for you to bring your hands right back. I tell them bring them back faster than they go out. That's right.
Yeah. Maybe one day you can see Starlisha out of, you know what I'm saying?
No, for real, because I've gone to some
She seems
sessions.
to be interested though, but and then the biggest thing about boxing, we don't get paid. I don't make no money. But the biggest thing I love about this is we developing characters. I mean, we had two young ladies, they in the criminal justice. We had one young man, he's a rapper now. One of them was in the army. We had some of them that came back that we ain't seen in years, and Well, one of them almost knocked me down. Wally almost knocked me down.
Yeah.
Because, he was happy to see me. So, like I said, we don't get no reward for this.
Yeah.
But my reward is when I see a kid succeed and come back. Cause we develop, what's wrong with night? Tell me, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We used to ask them to tell them, bring the report cards. We got a little kid now at the gym. Oh, man. This little kid we have now, kid named BJ, boy. I've been doing it 40 years, and he's a piece of work, but we slowly, starting to get him the way he's supposed to be, though.
Okay.
Because I don't know if, what we're doing, we starting to get him to slow down. He just everywhere, and sometimes he doing the thing, sometimes he mess with other fighters trying to challenge them and that, but slowly we gradually getting him, we give him a little time to himself, and then we'll tell him, hey, BJ, that's it, we said just letting him run all over. So we just gradually do it. It's almost like a psychological thing. Because, see, boxing trainers, we are like, one thing, when fighters train, they go home. Us, we worry about the fighter. You might have a fighter that have a problem home, or we might have a fighter that we worry about if they weight. Someone might get in trouble at school, or might get in trouble with some of their, some of their peers or even some of their own family. So we have a little talk with them. We hoping they take our advice, and hoping that, so they, like I tell them, y'all don't know, y'all train 2.5 hours when y'all go home. We 24 hours, our mind is on y'all.
Yeah.
Because we worried about y'all. Are you going to make your weight? Are you doing the right thing? So it's a job, especially to not get paid. But like I say, when I see a kid succeed, that's like silver and gold to me, That's like silver. And we done had a lot of them do that,
You guys are building, like, self-discipline.
Right. Telling them how, when you stop by the police, don't be trying to challenge their authority, and that just cooperate with them. Don't volunteer no information. Ask to see your mother. Don't be, hey, if they violate your rights, just wait till you go to court. We just tell them, don't be up the argument. Because a lot of times some of them go with yourself too, and they, man, why you stop me, this and that.
Oh, yeah.
Don't need to do that. Just go, yes, sir, yes. If you don't want to say yes, just say yes or no. But don't be trying to buck their authority. You know? See, because a lot of times you're going to be the one to lose.
Yeah.
So we just tell them, just cooperate, just if you feel you're wrong, I don't want to volunteer no information. Just get my mother here, and then the parents will let you know.
Yeah, that's a great program.
Right. So we, like I said, we used to have a report card. Now we gonna start by doing, especially the little kid named BJ. I told him, look, I want to see your report card. Well, the little Arab kid named Wally, his mother was telling me he ain't doing too good at school.
Oh.
So now I had to tell, because we have a lot of them at our gym now. So I said, Wally, I said, I want to see. I said, hey, how you been doing in school? I'm doing all right. I said, all right, I want to see your report card. His mother said he's doing much better.
Yeah, you guys are really keeping kids off the street.
Right, so we never realized how much of influence we were till, I think Phil Talbot, and that they had legendary trainers of boxing, and we was they inducted us to acknowledge us as legendary trainers of boxing. And what happened? Phil Talbot got up there and he was talking about all the different things that we did, and I never did realize how much the effect that we had on the kids. I'm thinking it's just a thing of just work with kids and that's that, you know. But when he started talking about how all the kids and the things that we've been doing, the good things for them, and how sometimes it's a ripple effect where maybe they can help other kids coming up,
Yeah.
So, but we never realized that they're, until they told us that,
That's really cool.
But I'm telling you, I love it. I'm gonna do this as long as I can. I'm gonna do it as long as I can.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I don't get the money for it, but it's all in. I mean, every once I make a little money, but overall, it's all about the kids.
So what are you looking for when, like you get like you start training somebody, you bring them on?
You know what? I would like to have. I used to always say I would like to have a kid that would just do everything that I say. And one while I had 3 fighters, 2 nephews, and this other kid, I used to take them. We used to go all over. I mean, Florida, and we was whooping everybody coming back. I used to call them the triple threat.
Yeah.
Eventually, 2 of them ended up leaving. Leaving me when they started making the big money. Well, but we all good now. We all good now. And I'm proud of them for what they doing, what they accomplishing now.
Yeah.
But I just was never able to make that big money. K9, he say K9 interviewed me. He said, "How come don't none of the fighters knowing that y'all are as good as y'all? How come don't nobody never call and ask y'all to train them?"
I know why, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I know why, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You gotta stop slapping people. See, that's why nobody come to y'all, especially that Peanut. We got stories of Peanut slapping people. Y'all gotta stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Stop sitting on this radio show talking about y'all nobody come. You know why they don't come to y'all. But on the serious note, I think they don't come to y'all because y'all not yes men.
But that's what one of the fighters told me. He said, "You're not yes men," and I never thought about that. And then when K9 asked me that, remember when he lost his title, and they invited him to the fight in Vegas when Ishe Smith and Carlos Molina fought. K9 called me, said, "Hey Wally, man, I'm down in Vegas. They showing me love. This, and I got to talk to you and Peanut when I get back." He never did. Not about boxing.
Okay.
Look at that. Yeah. So I don't know.
I need to talk to you about that $20 you need to be paying back. That's what you need to be doing.
My baby.
Y'all told us a lot of money up in here. Me and Star gonna get paid. Y'all need to start paying. But you know what? The biggest thing though, I like what they did at the Golden Glove last year. They gave you an award. At least somebody acknowledged you. You know what I'm saying?
And it was 2 years ago, and that's, from my understanding, that's the biggest plaque they ever gave out. But I mean, that really made my day. It made me feel good. And the reason they say that, because this other trainer that I'm with, there's a lot of time, you know, it's like they always put both of y'all, as the compliment. But they were saying, they remember when I used to take fighters out of town when I was spending out of my own pocket, and they just wanted to acknowledge me with something that I actually did,
Yeah.
And I always gave him credit for anything I do because I learned from him. He the one told me, "Hey, I want you to start training with me," So I always gave him credit for that. Although, in one while when he was out the game, and he himself said, I made a lot of decisions that he probably wouldn't even have made. But, I had one kid won the USA Championship. Two of them got rated. One rated number 2, one rated number 4. He said he probably wouldn't have done that if it was him,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all call in. I see a lot of people on here on this live. Y'all call in 313-868-0331. Again, 313-868-0331. I got a lot of people on this live, but they got a lot of respect for you, Wally. A lot of people on this live.
I'm
man.
glad to hear that.
A lot of people. Well, I don't see why, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna wait till the cameras go off. But that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm just so happy we got you in this week, and I'm happy we got started this week. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I'm happy that you're still around. You're healthy. You know what I'm saying? You're able to. Yeah. Because there's not too many old school trainers. Right. That's here with us anymore. Unfortunately.
Right.
I'm glad that you're around, and also. I ain't gonna say the big freak Peanut, but I'm glad Peanut is still around. You know what I'm saying? Peanut and Lawrence Taylor is y'all still around doing y'all thing at the age y'all is, y'all healthy and carrying on, so on.
And saying your wisdom, like, sharing your piece. That's awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I just turned 73 this past Saturday, but I feel like I'm 50. Because I'm just the last this week be 5 months that I've been training myself now, so I'm just doing it now. And the kids keep you busy anyway.
Yeah.
They keep you so. When I retired, I didn't want to sit down, look at TV and all that. Matter of fact, I was in boxing before I even retired. So they just gave me more to do.
It's in the line right there.
Yeah. It just gave me more, more for me to do, So that I stay busy this way,
Yeah. So you said you're training again?
Oh, yeah.
Just to keep moving?
Myself, yeah. Even though I work with kids, but I'm still training myself. I won't say I'm hitting I was hitting the pads, I'd be on the treadmill and doing different things now,
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
You used to get in there with the fighters.
Yeah.
You used to get in there and box.
I did about 2 weeks ago, I did,
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Oh, well, I'm going to tell you something. My wind is up, see, so I don't worry about when I get there because my wind is up one thing. As long as I don't get tired, and even when I was in the past, I wasn't getting tired. So when I was getting that, I was sparring one of the kids was trying to, they was trying to hit me, and they couldn't hit me because I was good at slipping in that. I always was good at that. But what happened, when I'm not tired, if my wind is open, I ain't worried about that because, see, already I smarted them because I know stuff they're doing in that. So as long as I'm not, if I don't get tired or short winded, I don't worry about it. And I went as long as it went, Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I went as long as it did, so. And that's why.
We got my man Eric Joshua on the live. You know who Eric is. Raphael's nephew.
Yeah, that's my man.
Eric, shout out to Eric Joshua. He like an older brother to me. I love
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Eric said you got in there with him too when he was a kid.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Very special kid.
Yeah.
I've been knowing him for years.
Yeah. I'm glad I ain't getting there with you because I'm sure gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm sure.
I ain't
you got some stories you could tell us.
What, man? Man, I'll never forget. Keep going, y'all. We gotta keep going. We got a call on the air, okay?
Okay.
Hold on.
What you could tell me about Corey?
Caller, you on the air?
What you see, what you get.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Caller, you on the air?
Hey guys.
Hey, what's going on, man? I want to give. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
I want to give. Hey, shout out to Coach up there. It's Coach Lamar.
All right. How you doing, bro? All right.
Tell him it's Champ Maker.
The Champ Maker.
Oh man.
Ohio.
Oh yeah, the Champ Maker. Yeah, that's my man.
My man.
He doing a whole lot of wonderful things there.
Yeah,
you know. Yes,
Lamar came down. You know they booed him, right? Michigan go to glove.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of him. He was telling me about there was a trainer that used to train him. He took this trainer's place and he been training kids. And I know that trainer is very proud because he making a name for himself.
Yeah.
Man,
I'll tell you.
We love Lamar, man.
When
we
he
love
say
the whole Ohio thing, man.
When he calls himself Champ Maker, that's what he is, a Champ Maker.
Yeah, Champ Maker.
Keep up the good work, bro. I mean it. You keep up the good work, man.
Sure do, man.
I'm proud of you, man. You're doing a beautiful job. Keep up the good work. I'm telling you.
Hey, Coach Cross, it's because of coaches like you that coaches like myself are able to come up and give the game that we able to give to these young kids. Yeah. So I just wanted you to know that we highly respect you in this game, and we happy to have you here. So we need to be giving you your flowers, with the science that you're able to pass on for so many years that you've been passing it on. So I just want you to know I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, bro. I really appreciate that there, man.
Can I tell you something, Lamar?
Yeah.
Are you saying that just because you're on the phone? Because, let me tell you something about this guy right here, man. I dealt with this guy for years, man. And I tell you, man, him and his grandson, that no good kid wine, boy, I tell you. I love him to pieces, though, but hey, I'd be excited to see him.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's doing a wonderful job.
Lamar doing a good job. He'll do a better job if he come up here and get on the radio.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that later.
We'll talk to him, bro.
We're going to talk about that later.
I'm extremely proud of him. And anytime I see him on Facebook when he's showing pictures of him and when the fighters are winning, I'm always saying congratulations to him and anybody. But he's showing them he's actually making the dent in the game. He's making the name for himself now.
That's what's up.
I'll tell you. That's right there.
We thank you.
But it's because of coaches like you, Coach Cross.
I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
We thank
Keep
y'all,
up.
man.
You keep up the good work too, bro.
Thank you, Lamar, for calling
You
me.
too, Coach.
Make sure y'all ever go to Toledo, Ohio. Make sure y'all stop by my man Lamar Gym. He got some good fights, some good fighters, some great amateur fighters coming up out there in Ohio. Make sure you go out there. You ain't gonna miss a beat.
All right.
Hey, I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care.
All right, you do the same, bro. He when they presented me with that award, he fought on that show, and he left. But he say, if he knew they was gonna do that, he said he would have stayed. So and he just told congratulations, and I appreciate him.
That was a great thing they did for you.
Yeah, man. I was totally surprised when he looking for that curry.
Now, what you could have did when you got out the ring, because I did interview you in the back.
Right.
Now, what you could have did is you could have let me borrow the trophy.
Well, you could have asked, man.
No. See, I shouldn't have to ask. No. All the trouble I've been through at last year, I shouldn't have to ask. You know what I'm saying? The next time when you get a trophy, think about me. You know what I'm saying? Don't say borrow. Bro. Don't say I need to ask. Just say, hey, boy, would you like to borrow it?
Yeah, but that first one, you want to go show it off to the family that first.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah. But like I said, Wally is a very loving, caring person, man. He don't believe. I have not ever over the 20-something years I've been knowing him talk bad about nobody. Ever. You And rest in peace to Coach Ali from Superbad.
Yeah.
Y'all was just alike.
That was my man.
Man,
I mean,
you talking about
you
two
talking
of a
about
kind?
well that
I love Coach Ali. Man. Him and Wally, like
yeah.
they. Every time Coach Ali see me, he like, man, if I had your arm, I'd cut mine off. I said, when you cut yours off, let me borrow yours. Them two was like, they like one of a kind. Like, I have not ever heard him talk about nobody. Man.
Yeah.
So R.I.P. Mr. Ali. I hate that he's no longer with us. Shout out to him every hand.
Need more people like that.
Every time I see him,
yes,
that we every time I see, I make sure I go speak to him. You know, that when this happened to him, that really shocked everybody.
Man.
That hurt everybody.
Yeah.
That's Tony Harrison, father. You know, for Superbad Jim.
Oh, okay.
The champion we had there. Yeah, that's his dad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but you talking about somebody real. You say if you want to see something real, you look in the dictionary, and his picture be right there, 'cause that's how he is.
Man,
Real
nice,
genuine,
nice guy,
very
man.
nice guy. I'm tell you.
Nice guy, man. Wally the same, man.
Yeah.
Like Wally, I never forget. He never turned down. You know, boxing. I always wanted to learn boxing. So boxing was my thing. After I had detached retina in 2008, I had got surgery. So I had started coaching. You know what I'm saying? So I started helping him with the pads.
Right.
But see, with me is I always wanted to learn. I was a student of the game, and still I haven't coached in so long. But everything they teach me, I didn't never say, hey, I didn't never second guess it. I always was listening to what they teach me. You know what I'm saying? Teach me.
Right.
But you know, I furthered my career, like I said, when I went on. You know.
Right.
But I really appreciate the Lasky thing. Period.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And we appreciate you too, bro. You know.
Carrying on. So we had it's many times I got a chance to meet some friends that's like family. Cornelius Lott.
Yeah.
That's my guy, Duke. Duke, the one who will cut your hair with no blanket on. That's Duke. Duke ain't gonna put none. Duke
He
ain't gonna
good,
put
but
none.
you better
Cut you off alcohol.
if
and
you have a
shit.
talk, so you gonna put nothing
Man,
on
it's
you.
not- Yeah, you know,
quick.
I got a chance to meet, like I said, one that's like an older brother to me, Eric Joshua. And I got a chance to meet. I love Eric, man. Eric, I can call Eric. Eric he's a boxing encyclopedia. I got a chance to meet a father
definitely
figure to
is,
me,
right.
Antoine Bell from there. So
Right.
it's just a thing. I got a chance to meet like the Peanut, which is Lawrence Taylor. He's very knowledgeable about boxing. I call him a big freak, but I know he a big freak. It's just a joke. You know what I'm saying? And I also got to meet, Ken Wine. I grew up with Ken Wine. You know what I'm saying? Sid Strong.
Yep.
I grew up with K Wine. Like I said, I was 21. K Wine was like 12, 13, and now he older. We grew up together. So, and then Wine, I got a chance to grow up. He's like an older brother. So, I grew up with Wine too. You know, we all had our differences at times, but we always come back to each other. You know what I'm saying? We need something like that. Our bond is tight. You know what I'm saying? So, no matter where we at, you know what I'm saying? So, Lasky was the first home, and always will be home. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of hard, man, because like I said, I had gained a lot there. You know, at being at Lasky and Wally, like I said, Wally always. We used to get a lot of bullies. Remember people that used to get bullied? Used to come out of jail.
Right.
And Wally trained them how to fight, man. And they always had respect for Wally.
Yep.
Everybody liked Wally. You know what I'm saying? I like him to the point too, but I really would love him if he would just, start just paying our money back. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking for, a little $5.
This
Kid Wine
guy.
over the years. You know what I'm saying? So, soon Starlisha will be over me too, but we'll talk about that a little later. I've been missing y'all. Like I said, I'm glad that Starlisha is back. I've been missing her for the last 2 weeks. She's
Miss
been
you
here.
too, Corey, man.
So I'm glad she's back. And also, like I said, Wally, she's also an actress too. She does great things.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when she have a boxing
Yeah,
movie,
some of the movies out. Why in a minute?
yeah, when
Oh,
she have,
yeah,
she
I
have,
got
when she have a
some.
boxing
Let me get
movie
the
out,
names of
she
them.
can call you
Sure.
Wally to be a coach on her boxing movie.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, or
We need one of those.
so Wally, how did you get into being a cut man?
Man, when I was with Team Camden, that's when I first started. I was day cut man. I had learned from a couple guys, and I used to look at Mike Garcia's training. That's where I learned a lot from him. Talking about how he, when the fighter get cut, how he apply the pressure, use the cold rag, the adrenaline. So it's a job. Very seldom you have fights where you had to deal with customers. This last fight I worked in Motor City, man, I earned my money because
Yeah.
Every time I was at that, this guy was cut round after round all the way to the end. You know, had to keep getting in there, working on it. Each round he come back, got to get back on it. The first time I ever had to be in a situation where I actually had to keep every round jumping there. You know, 'cause first time I ever had to do that. But it was experience, you know. So, you know, but at least I wasn't nervous. I was prepared. I already knew what to do. So that's the main thing, you know.
Yeah. So as a coach, I know you have like an attachment to your players to some degree.
Right.
How does it feel to like watch them go out there and get like beat up?
Well, you know, I'm telling you, I ain't really. Let's see. Usually when we have one while up until this last group that we had, we usually had fighters that would always win.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know.
okay. So you
but
did.
but now I'm gonna tell you nothing. If we had fighters that were getting whooped, we would stop it. You know, we would stop it. And nothing. We're not gonna send them out there unless they're ready anyway.
Okay.
I tell you what, I fight on Wild World of Sports. We fight on the Don King show. I had a heavyweight. He fought this kid, the Angelo Dundee trained. Our heavyweight fought that. We in Montreal. I think what happened, this guy would hit our heavyweight with a right hand. He would freeze. Come on, to be fighting. He would. I mean, every time the white kid hit on the right, he would freeze, shake it off and start fighting. And
What
I
the
told
heck?
him, look, you get. I think first of all, you a boxer. You ain't got no bitch standing in front of that guy that got too big and he hit too hard. And I told him, if you get hit one more time, I'm gonna throw the towel.
Yeah.
See, back then you could throw the towel in. Now he had to stand up and just stop it. And he said, no, he don't want you to stop it. I thought, you better box. After he got on his toes and started, and then he ended up winning the fight.
Okay.
But the guy couldn't touch him. That was Lorenzo Kennedy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Lorenzo.
The guy couldn't touch him. You know, after that. And matter of fact, he retired the guy because the guy, when the fight, the guy, both his eyes was closed.
Oh.
And everybody kept asking, how do I feel? Instead of concentrating on them, they want to know, how do I feel being in the opposite Angelo Dundee? You know, he was well known for Muhammad Ali, Sugar Leonard. And so how do you feel working? They need to interview the fighter. I said, look, I'm like this here. I said, I'm young, but I was trained by a trainer that got me groomed and ready for this. If that fighter makes a mistake, we're going to capitalize off of it. So I'm not worried about Angelo Dundee. I know what my fighter can do. It's up to his. But so we end up winning, and after that, none of the reporters came till after the fight.
Okay.
They seen us. Someone walked by. They wouldn't come in that. They wouldn't even interview us after because of what they did. But they won't know how I feel being opposite Angelo Dundee. See that? But see, Peanut had prepared me. I was groomed, so when I went, I won't worry about Angelo Dundee. And I'm like, if my fighter see I'm worried, then what you think he'll do?
Right.
I'm gonna be confident and let him know. We got this here, you know. That's how that is.
So
That's how you gotta do it.
And that's right.
Yeah.
we had a call on the air. Call back at the number is 313-868-0331. Caller, please call back at 313-868-0331. We're not ignoring you. I just want to make sure that the guest get his answer out to our questions. Okay, you Wally. So, how was it going? I know you got a chance to meet Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
How was it?
I remember him Ali a whole lot of time because he would always be at the Black Expo. Once he was up here, we was in East Orange, New Jersey. He was there. He was up in Birmingham, Michigan. He always do a lot of tricks. And the thing about him, Ali is a people person. He loves people. I remember when the Indiana State trooper was escorted to his seat. He stopped there, you know, shaking people's hands, signing autographs
that's
and different
nice.
things. And you could see they was impatient. But see the thing about it, and you know, he still was stopping. He loved people, you know. We used to train at Layla's gym when we was in Vegas. She had a gym called Absolute. And I remember once I asked how was her dad doing, and she just lit up.
Yeah.
Just mentioned that. That showed how much she loved the dad. But the only thing about it, Ali, he like to do a lot of magic tricks in that. Yeah, he do a whole lot of tricks. He'll take how they take the handkerchief and they'll ball in your fist and then he open his hand, it's gone. Then they'll show you what he did.
Oh wow.
He even did one trick where he backed up spot and he raised up in the air and everybody looking up on his feet and that. And you couldn't see no wire and then they wonder how he do it. You know, he didn't show how he did that there.
Oh,
but I seen on the Facebook how This here magician did it.
Okay.
Once he stood there, and then he raised up in the air and that, you know. But a lot of stuff Ali was showing us how he did it afterward. But he loved people though. I mean, he just loved people. You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I know at the Black Expo, he used to shake in that. But then when he stopped, only time he shake when he stopped. But he was that was a kid named Canito Drake. Ali was doing Ali shuffles just like you see it, and shooting fast jabs and all that. But just when he stopped, he started shaking. But other than that, as long as he moving, you know.
He was
But
good.
to this day, everybody still love him. Everybody
Yeah.
still love him. Everybody to this day, you know, because the thing
Legendary.
about what he stood for, not just in the ring, but also out of the ring.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of things on him now on Facebook now, a lot of things out, and I share a lot of them too, you know, that Ali used to do, you know, yeah.
That's what's up. You actually got to meet him.
But it was a joy meeting him, you know, but absolutely, I have a couple of the pamphlets he, you know, he autographed for me in it, you know, and I have somebody told me, make sure you saved him there, you know. I got to meet some
Definitely.
people that I didn't think I ever get to meet, you know. Some of the old Jersey Joe Walcott, you know, and Ezra Childs, Emil Griffith, you know, then met Larry Holmes, Joe Foreman, you know, a lot of the
Nice.
fighters, you know. Crawford, Terrence Crawford, got to meet him. I'm real close to me and his trainers. We real close now, you know. I got to
Okay.
meet them, you know, so I got to meet a lot of guys out there. Floyd, we used to see Floyd all the time, you know. So, you know, and that's what I tell a lot of fighters. I told my grandson he should have been in right with Floyd. What Floyd told him when we signed with him, he said, man, you can be a millionaire in 2 years. But what he did, he got discouraged because he kept having fights canceled. And so then he just stopped training. We called to postpone the fight. He called and tell the man he'd take it anyway. But see, thing about it, if he'd just stuck with it, you know, and I'll tell a lot of fighters, so you know what, Floyd could have did some of the same things y'all did. Let the drug game get you, the women or your friends in the field, but he didn't. The other kid named Frank Martin that we know get ready to fight for the title now. And I'm just as proud of Frank as his dad is.
Yeah.
Because Frank kept focusing. Now he making millions of dollars. See that?
Nice.
My grandson used to probably to make encourage you, remember? Yep, and see, but Frank, he can make millions of dollars because what he did, he didn't let nothing stop him, you know. So a lot of fighters, what they do, they get so far and they stop. You know, just give it up.
Other things kind of like distract them.
Yeah,
and-
especially when crack first come out, oh man,
Ooh.
boxing died down. So many fighters we knew a lot of them, you know, all of a sudden they come to fight, they got the bling bling and this and that. I mean, one time boxing that actually dropped, you know, for real. I mean, it actually dropped. I mean, it was like dead, you know. And then all of a sudden, for some reason, it just picked back up.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I seen a clip of you years ago when they was shooting RoboCop. I think I seen you in the background shadow boxing. I said, what's that, Wally? At the old Chrysler Bill. I'm like, man, get this guy out of here, man. Why you shadow boxing in the middle of RoboCop scene, man? What this dude doing, man?
Yes.
How y'all work with him?
Man, what's wrong with this guy, man? Shadow boxing in the middle of RoboCop, man. Get this guy out of here, man. But look, no, seriously, who was your favorite fighter at that time? Like,
You know, to this day, everybody, Sugar Ray Robinson, I always say Sugar Ray Robinson, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, well, he the one we call the GOAT, you know.
Okay. Now you said Sugar Ray Robinson?
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Okay, I thought you said Michael Jackson. I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
no,
I
no.
just want to make sure I heard you correct.
We
Okay.
the best performer. We the one, best fight.
This guy.
Yeah,
No,
but
no, but it,
but my favorite fighter now, man, I think Terrence Crawford and you know, I'm gonna tell you something. Not to cut you off. At one while, I had got tired of boxing. I mean, I would train every week, but I mean, a lot of fighters said, well, you know, so-and-so fighting this week. And one while, I didn't know who Terrence Crawford was. One while, I didn't know who Spence was. A lot of because I never did look at the fights.
Right.
Because I would just train, but then so all of a sudden I started back. I think when Spence and Crawford fought, I started back looking at the fights. But some of the fights I still don't know. Some of them I still don't know. I just got disinterested, you know.
Oh,
I guess just tired of, you know, but
yeah.
but now I do look at it, some depending on who it is. If it's somebody, but
have you ever took a break from boxing?
no, I tried to take a break. I tried to take at one while, like I said, I had my nephews, I was taking them. One of them stopped training, So I said, man, here I can go and exit, but the other one's dedicated.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden, you know, I go at one wireless train out where he was going about 2.5 years, and I was stuck by myself, you know. And then there was a guy named James Bradford. He was with me when we used to travel all over. The one while I tried to exit out the game, but it was always one dedicated fighter that was still coming. So I felt I was obligated to, you know, just stay there for that one fighter, you know. So, but now, you know, I'm loving it now, you know.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you this situation. I want you to be honest with us, truthful. What happened between you and Rock Newman?
Oh man.
He asking the hard questions.
It ain't hard. It just when one wife just have my blood. I tell you what happened. In this situation here, our fighter was supposed to be gonna fight Reddy Bow. Now, I done already see Rock Newman kick Ray Mercer's manager, cause Ray Mercer and Reddy Bow supposed to fight, and then Ray Mercer and them pulled out, said they hurt their arm. But I think they was getting more money to fight Tommy Morrison. I wrapped one of the fighters' hands, and Rock Newman coming there talking to me like I'm a little kid or something. That ain't right, this and that, you know. And it was the thing, by the way, like, and I know he know for intimidating people. So therefore, you know, just because I have this demeanor, like being like this, but I'm still not gonna let nobody call.
Oh yeah.
You know, see that? So then that's when I said, hold on, man, who we think he is? But our heavyweight stopped me, and then the inspector, they right there watching you wrap hands. He told Rock, look, man, you shut up. He said, you just got in the game. Said the man doing the right to say if you wasn't how to say somebody. So you just sit back and let me do my job. Plus, one of our fighters had went there. We sent him to Rock Newman. He said, well, he'd look out for us, and he never did. But besides that, the way he was talking to me.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it. I'm not no kid. I'm easy going, but when this trainer send me out of town, or when I go out of town with fighters, I don't be acting like I'm shy and scared and all of that, because I always say a rabbit can't survive in the jungle. So when I go out there, I have to put on a different persona.
Yeah.
They're like, no nonsense. And you're not going to, you know, mess with me. That's how I am, you know.
Yeah,
That's
like,
how I am, right.
Right here, you're
Right,
real
right,
chill
that-
and
right,
you know,
right, there you
relaxed.
go.
But nobody gonna mess with you.
That's exactly it, right. That's it. That's what it is.
That's what's up.
I'm like 7-0 at the gas station. 5 knockouts, 2 decisions. But overall, I don't have no problem, you know.
That's good.
Yeah, I just love life. I mean, I love life, and I just like helping people. You know, I just like just life itself. You know, I gonna say what that. I had a brother of mine that passed away about 3 years ago. He was like 9.5 years younger than me, and I kind of felt guilty because he went before I did. Then I'm wondering, man, am I gonna die tomorrow? Am I gonna die this? You know, that's what I'm thinking. Then I was at CBS, and this old guy, he's a security guy, about 87 years old. They said the computer system went down. He called, told his wife, well, I'm getting off road, so I'm going to come home, and then I can go and get in my garden. And I'm looking, I said, man, this man planning on working his garden. I'm sitting there worrying about, am I going to die? And then after that, I said, you know what, I'm going to do much as I do, as long as I can.
Yeah.
So, but it took me hearing this man say that before I realized that. See, and that was like about 3 years ago, and I'm still here. You know? And so I'm gonna do this here until I can't do it no more.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's right. Yep.
Love that.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a great thing, man. It's a really great thing to do what you're doing, and you're doing it. You know, it's not just love; it's passion.
Right. Right.
And when you're doing something when you live, love, and passionate about, you put your all into it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
That's with anything you do. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
You know, so. But it's good to see like great people like you, good people like you that's around. They got a personality. That, like I said, I have not ever heard you say nothing wrong about nobody. And that in years except me, but that's okay. We'll let that slide. It's okay. But you know, like I said, what I want to say is, what are your plans to, you know, before you decide to really stop boxing, if you plan on stopping boxing?
Well, right now I'm not planning on stopping career. I'm gonna do this as long as I can because it's something I like doing, and I like reaching out to the young people, especially now, a lot of young people's in trouble and the odds are against them. And we be talking about at the gym. See, a lot of things we share with the kids, and we be telling the kids. Sometimes we say, the first computer used to be the size of a room. We be talking about how Belle Isle, used to be where you can go Belle Isle either cross the street or you can go up under the tunnel. So we just talk about a lot of different things, and that about life and that, and we tell them about all this thing. When we tell them, look, like one kid used to be bullied. They don't bother him no more, but they don't know he boxes. I always tell all the fighters, don't never tell somebody you boxing, because a lot of times, now they want to challenge you. And if you end up hurting them or something, then now you got a problem. But I don't know, they don't bother me. They must see something different about him. But so far ain't nobody been bothering him now. And I told them nothing, and I bet they never hear about y'all taking these skills that we taught y'all, going bullying somebody else.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do to somebody what you didn't like what somebody was doing to you? So it's all about, and a lot of people don't know boxing really prepares you for life. A lot of people don't know, but because see, a lot of people think boxing is just a beautiful sport, but see, in boxing you learn a lot about discipline, and you learn about while you learn about discipline, it's disciplining you for life. We tell fighters and all of them, as long as you're going through life, you can always have rules. I don't care if a stop sign, speed limit, or green mean go. You always have rules, and as long as you abide by the rules, a lot of times you can prevent something from happening. So that's what we tell them. We always tell them, look, some of y'all may not succeed in boxing, but the biggest thing we say, most important thing always is education. That's what it's all about, education. Boxing ain't for everybody, but any kid that come to want to learn, we gonna work with them, because they want to learn.
Yeah.
I mean, Major Stewart said once he only deal with fighters that he see that has potential, and I understand what he's saying because he want to develop a champion. In our case, anybody that come, we want to work with them. We had one kid that had autism, but he was learning stuff. He just is happy, because he learning stuff. So that's how it was. But and when he happy, we happy.
Yeah.
That's how it is. He happy, we happy.
Hey, a lot of people don't know too, man, that you got your family is good at singing in church too. Yep. Well, it's a great church.
I am good at that. Well, I'm just a song leader at church,
Yeah, okay, don't start.
So you got vocals?
Some of them. I'm a song leader, and I just sang with a quartet because we had a group. We had the mixed group with had the girls and guys. We were called the Men of Metro. When we all together, the Voices of Metro. Then the girls were called Grateful Six.
Wow.
Yeah.
A quartet though?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And we are a cappella too. No, we don't use no music. We use a cappella.
That's like almost unheard of out here now.
Now, when did y'all start the groups?
Oh man, I just sang with another group years ago, Kurt. But this group here, I guess, has been about 15 years ago.
And what was the group's names again?
The group, it was called Voices of Metro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Voices of Metro. But then we lost Father Men of Metro. My brother passed. One of the guys moved to Arizona, and the other guy, he's not able to sing now because of medical reasons.
Okay.
So it was four of us used to be song leaders. Now it's just me by myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, that's good.
Doing his big one.
Right. Yeah, it does. We're going to get something started and stuff. I'm trying to be nice. We got company. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all. But like I said, we got my man Wally Cross. Man, he's a great boxing coach. He's been around for a decade. You know what I'm saying? He's been around for a minute. Muhammad Ali was pro. You know what I'm saying? So he's been around, man. He's been around that long, so he got a lot of knowledge. Now, when did you come under Mr. Senegal?
No, what happened, I actually started under Peanut, but I tell you what Mr. Senegal did. He had me helping him work his son, Dump, Dump, I think was called the Silver Fox. Dump turned pro at 16. Because what happened, he fought in Canada, and when somebody told Then Detroit, he had fought in Canada. Therefore, you couldn't go back there. You had to fight pro. So Senegal, I used to help him work with Dump. I used to help him work with Lonnie Beasley, called Lonnie Honeybee B, which is another former champion that we had here,
Okay.
And Senegal, the one that first told me, he said, you know what? So you're going to be a good champion. He told me that. So you're going to be good,
That's what's
And
up.
I took it as a compliment, but I never, expected to be like
This.
said. And I don't brag or nothing. I mean, really, I don't never say nothing about myself. Other people do. I put it like that, I feel I'm just normal.
That's the best way to be. It's
right,
so
right,
humble.
But then, a lot of times, some people that represent just perceive them, where other people see things, so you don't have to, say,
We got a caller on air, okay?
Uh-oh.
Hey, can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
I can't hear you though.
Can you hear us?
Very, very faint. Very faint.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but it's very faint.
Okay.
Anyway, let me just give a good shout out to Wally. Wally, you've been doing this ever since I was a teenager, and I'm 50 plus now. But man, we love you, man. We love all the work you've been doing all these years for the kids and the impact that you've made in the city of Detroit.
Right.
It don't go unnoticed, trust me.
We appreciate that, brothers. Really do. I appreciate that.
And we go all the way back to the Considine days.
Right, right. All right. You talking about way back now.
Way back.
Yeah,
so when you
sure
start
enough.
mentioning certain people, boy, it brought back so many memories.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Man, we appreciate
Hey, I
you.
appreciate that too, man. I sure do. Man.
For sure. And Corey, we'll kick it another time, and I'm gonna get on there soon. Trust me.
We've been waiting since Moses freed the Hebrews, man.
Well, you know what? I gotta work in the city tomorrow, man. So I gotta come down there tomorrow. Plus, I got a basketball game tomorrow, so I couldn't make it 2 days in a row.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
But I give you my word, brother.
All right, we'll be right here waiting on you.
All right. Well, take care, you guys, and keep doing what you're doing.
All right.
You're doing a
Thank
great
you.
show. Thank you.
Appreciate that too.
Look, representation precedes him. Like,
I know, right? I know. You got me a little jealous.
I didn't even expect that. I was just thinking I'm just going to interview. I didn't expect to get, people calling.
Yeah.
Even,
Well, all you got to do call instead of the two people, the IRS or the police. You're right.
okay.
You're right, bro.
Don't nobody want to see you on Otis, Michigan.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just joking. But yeah, so tell us, when did you start training? Give us some of the people, name some of the people you work with.
Well, we work with Lorenzo Kennedy, Cortez Treadwell, who was one of the better welterweight fighters we had. We work with, like I said, I work with Rydell Booker, Ruben Williams, Leo Nolan, Kevin Curry, some of the other pros that we had Huey Leggett, Sharice Countryman. We like I say, just us at Considine itself, we had a lot of good fighters. Because Bill Miller, who used to train James Toney, Bill Miller told me and Peanut that, said, man, y'all should make more money than me because he said, y'all developing fighters from scratch. And they turned it pro. He said, I'm basically working with people bring James Toney and them to him. But, overall, Lonnie, I used to help Senegal with Lonnie Honeybee, Darrell Van Horn. I helped work his corner with Levant Williams. It's been so many different names I used to work with. And that's it's a lot of them. It's been a lot of them, and especially when you brought that up. Sometimes you ask a question, you have to think back, and it's a man. And then all of a sudden, but then there's a lot of guys I work with, Curry. Just in ourselves, we had over 100 different fighters just on our own. Besides the other fighters that we did.
Well, do you mind me naming some of the fighters before we get out of here?
Go ahead, bro.
My main man James Red Smith, my man Red.
Yeah.
Y'all had Cornelius Locke.
right.
James Countryman.
Right,
Duke.
right,
Duke was a
right.
good fighter. Kevin Curry.
Yeah.
Which is AJ Uncle. AJ.
Oh,
one of the
yeah,
baddest,
yeah.
well,
Oh,
bad
yeah,
amateur.
yeah. You name them good fighters.
We worked with a lot. That's
Yeah.
all I. This
And Red, we started him from scratch. Kevin,
Sheesh.
James Country started him from scratch. And these fighters that Cornelius Lockwood, he had 3 world titles, you know. And right now he's an outstanding trainer now, you know.
Right.
Yep.
Corn doing good. And I'm gonna tell you this story, Star. I'm gonna tell you this story.
All right.
And Wally can vouch this. I'm not gonna say their names, but we had 2 guys. We used to go to this gym called Motown. Shout out to Strick, called Strick.
Oh, yeah, right.
You met Strick before. He was with Cameron Pankey, coach.
Oh yeah.
So we had 2 fighters that was over there. And I told Wally, they're gonna be at Lasky next week. Wally's like, well, we don't believe in taking fighters. I said, no, we didn't take it. You can't take nothing that was already offered and give it to us. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, Strick already said it was okay. See, Wally didn't know that. So I told Wally, I said, Wally, they'll be over there in the gym next week. I said, no, Curry, no, man, we don't do that, man. Next week we got the Lasky. It was a black car that pulled up. And the fighter I said was gonna be on next week. One pulled up the next day, the next following couple of days, the next one pulled up.
Oh wow.
So I told Wally, I said, hey Wally, we work. Wally came upstairs, couldn't believe that guy was upstairs working. Wally said, man, what are you doing over here? I said, let me work.
But you know what? A lot of trainers say they don't care, but believe me, they care. When they got a fighter, they don't spend all that time developing the fighter. And you say, well, talking about, well, look, he want to come in. Believe me, they don't like that.
But they was liking what we were showing.
They like what we were showing, but still, I don't like
But
boxing nobody a fight.
but see,
Yeah.
I already asked was it permission. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just, because street, we all tight. So it was like, man, you want to work.
Well, we still don't do that, though. No, matter of fact, I made sure they know, hey, man, that was Curry doing. That wasn't us, because we don't do
see
that.
how I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, yes, I
So
did. That's right.
See what I'm talking about?
Hey, look,
y'all be careful with Wallace.
we
Wallace
have a
Rock, man.
reputation
Yeah.
of not doing that there. I told him, look.
No, you
Oh,
did.
no, we don't buy nobody fighters.
Oh, I know you didn't.
Sure
See
don't.
what I'm talking about, Star? Be careful. You see how he threw me on the butt? That was Corey's doing.
We don't bother
Yeah,
nobody
just
fighters.
saying,
No.
just
He
saying,
did
just
that, and I
saying,
made it clear. Look,
Yeah,
you know, but we
man.
that was the respect trainers have for each other. You know?
Oh, God.
So when Kerry, I made sure, look, man, we didn't have the kid, Kendall Curry did. We tried to get the kid to go back. Hey, that was one of our slogans. We don't do that there, man. We don't be taking nobody fighters.
But hey, Wally, before we get off this episode, where can the people find you at?
Well, first, well, I'm on Facebook, for one thing.
Okay.
Wallace Cross 29 at yahoo.com. Okay. Also, I have well, that's basic right now because it ain't that I'm not into the internet, but that's one thing where I'm on Facebook, Wallace Cross.
Okay.
You know, that's matter of fact, you'll see a lot of me there, a lot of pictures when I went Ali, Terrence Crawford, Joe Foreman, you know,
Yeah.
Archie Moore, you know, a lot of that show when I received my award, you know, just a lot of different things. I don't know, I just got to have it just showing, taking pictures and sending the pictures out. So that's basically where I can be reaching Wally Cross 29, and they also have us on YouTube.
Oh.
They have it under Lasky Recreation,
Oh,
where they
okay.
have little videos of me work with fighters and different things, you know.
Oh yeah, y'all gotta check them out on
Yeah.
YouTube for
But
sure.
basi-
You got an Instagram too?
I have Instagram. I haven't really been using Instagram.
Oh, okay. So that's no point.
I'm on Instagram right now, matter of fact, you know.
Yeah, he.
Okay. So, Star, before we leave, give us a brief of where we can find you and tell us some of your good actor like in your movies they can find you.
Oh, okay. So right now, guys, my movies that just came out are Outside and A Lonely Place to Die. Both of them are on Tubi. Go ahead and check them out. My Instagram is star.leisha. If you guys get some time, follow me on there. I follow back. And yeah, I just be chilling.
What about Love Passion? What about that?
Oh yeah, Love Passion. Y'all gotta get on Love Passion. It's a clothing brand from Detroit, black owned, small businesses. So we like to support out here. And yeah, shout out to Brett from Love Passion. You guys, cop a hoodie.
All right, y'all. This is FM 88.1. This is the Rewind Detroit Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. Layback Corey. Got my beautiful co-host, Starlisha. My co-host, B-Boy, will be back soon. Get well. And thank you, Mr. Wallace, Wally Cross, for coming through.
Yes, sir.
Make sure
Appreciate
y'all
you.
check us on Thursday from 7 to 8. Until then, we out, y'all. Peace.
Bye.
Yeah, I appreciate you inviting me too, man.